Hello everybody and welcome back to the Guiseley save, and it is crunch time. We're diving straight in because it's the League 2 playoff semi-finals against Shrewsbury. We're going to have leg 1 and leg 2, and if we get to the final, we'll be doing that all in this episode as well. It's the playoff episode, and it's interesting. We've lost our last 2 games to Darren Ferguson's Shrewsbury Town. They're playing a vertical tiki-taka or a tiki-taka style 4-4-2. And we're away in the first leg. So we're going to go a little bit more conservative in the first leg and go to our 4-2-3-1 on positive, but only play a sort of standard mid-block. That's it. We're not going to really be too sort of adventurous in this one. We're playing the ball into space. We're going to try and be a little bit more sort of counter-attacky. I think we're actually going to take counter-press off as well, just so that we keep our shape and try and get the ball forward into our pace up front, which is what we're going to go for. So Scott Lloyd will obviously be in goal for this one. Right wing back, we will go with Harry Jordan, even though he had an absolute shocker in the last game. If you've not seen that episode, go check it out. We'll go with Malik Priestnall and Les Knight at the back, and Dave Mills will come in at left back as well. The ball-winning midfielder, Lewis Salt, will come back into the first team to play alongside Danny Adams in the central midfield partnership that we know and love. On the right-hand side, we are going to start with our little Tim Rocket out there. In behind them, we're going to start with Chris Fearon, and out on the left, we're going to be starting with... Who do I want to start on the left? I think we might go for the experienced Shane Tarmy, which is an odd thing to say, but I think Tarmy will start out there. We know he's tall, he can get his goals, and I think that'll really help us out. Attacking forward will be Thorpe to start because Taron Allpress is still coming back from his injury. So on the bench will be McFadden, we'll go Georgios, we'll put Curran on the bench, we'll have Harris on the bench, we'll have Bertrand, Joe Moore, and then it will be Dominic Johnson as our sort of left-back, centre-back option as well. So not a great linkage between Jordan and Rocket. We are still chucking men forward when we get the ball on the counter, but we're not going to go and counter-press them. We're going to try and stick what we can do, get the ball forward to Tarmy, Thorpe and Rocket, maybe get Fearon involved as well. He is happy to be an attack midfielder on support, and we can change him up. If we feel like we're not getting enough support to Thorpe immediately for the long ball forward, we can change him to a shadow striker and put these guys onto support so they just drop back a little bit. But I'm not hanging around because I know there's going to be a few games, hopefully, in this episode. There's definitely going to be at least 2. So into the game we go then. We're going to be playing Guiseley. They say start on balance. So we'll listen to our assistant for this one. To see how the match is playing out before deciding if there's changes to be done. Into the team selection, we're going with this starting lineup. Lewis Salt is a little bit looking short of fitness. 45 minutes is what our physios say. What do they know? We'll just play him the whole game if he looks like he can do it. Into the match, the teams are warming up. I'm really quite nervous about this. I am quite nervous about this one. Darren Ferguson, Shrewsbury Town. Right, let's go. Point the finger. Let's go and get some revenge. I wish you could say something like, don't worry, don't treat it like a playoff game. It's a normal game. Go and get revenge. But, you know, there's not that many options, is there? Right, in terms of a 4-4-2, we go and press and we go and tackle hard the central midfielders when they get on the ball. Do we want to man mark their strikers? I don't think we do. Jerome Powell looks like he's going to be a little bit of a knobhead as well, doesn't he? Given that he's their leading goal scorer and leading assister, I think we have to say mark him tightly, always press, tackle him hard, and show him onto his left foot. Do we want to keep him out wide? Very strong. Yes, get him onto his left foot, definitely. Get him onto his left foot because he's going to try and come in here. He may even be a playmaker out there. We could get someone to man mark him, but I don't think we're going to do that. And Lee Sutton has the most red cards. Can we wind him up? Not sure. I don't really know how you can wind someone up in the game. Right, we've done all of the team talks. Let's get into the game. You've been struggling away from home lately. Look, we haven't had the luck. That's all it is. You made it clear the performance against Blackpool wasn't good enough for what needs to change today. It wasn't us. We need to get back to our being ourselves. Georgia's market value has reached the point where it may now exceed his reported 55k release fee. We'll be looking to address that in order to keep one of your most important assets. Look, we're going to find some time to sit down at the end of the season. Easy. Didn't know that. Thank you, press, for making me aware of that. 4-4-2 for Shrewsbury Town in the playoff first leg. We're going in with the 4-2-3-1. A little bit more standard. We know where we sit with this. That's what we're going in with. Missing all press, I think, is a bit of a a bit of a loss. But we're back in the Football League, and in our first season, we've got to the playoffs. So I don't think we can argue too much, to be honest. Right, there's not going to be any other events, is there? So let's get match stats. No, we've already got match stats. We'll change that in a minute. Corner, Tarmy swings it in, too close to Hewitson in goal. Oh, I've just thought, is that going to be... Are our set pieces all going to be set up? Because I've changed back to this tactic. So corners, attack. No, they're not. Load, all routines, CLF corners. Right, there we go. So it should be Priestnall and Knight going up. We'll have you dropping back because Tarmy is the taker. So we just need to go in and do this. Can't overstate how important set pieces are in Football Manager. I just wish they looked better because they look absolutely dreadful, don't they? This is such an antiquated system. It's definitely something that would be on top of my list to improve for sure. And that's what I think they should do for FM24, definitely. But there we go. Confirm defending. Right, you are going to swap and go to the near post because you are an absolute giant and you are not. You are 5'8", so we'll keep you forward to launch the counter-attacks. But they've bowled it out to their centre-backs. Tate, Rocket goes to put the pressure on. Powell into Elise. Powell on it again. McLean out to Ocklin Peters. Knocks it back. I mean, they are playing pretty ticky-taka, aren't they? That's a good tackle from Adams, but it's picked up to Wells Mountain. Howard down the line. Good interception from Mills, but Shrewsbury win it back, and Sutton is in some space. Sutton holds it on the byline. Back to Peters into the area. Terrible shot. Couldn't get the curl on it. It goes over the bar. I think we need to play a little bit more on the front foot. Mills into Rocket. Mills tries to put the cross in, but it's blocked. Oh, Tommy Thorpe! Oh, it's what a save from Hewitson. It fell to Thorpe at the drop of a hat, and he's just missed it. And nothing comes from the corner, even though we've just set all of our highlights up, all of our corner routines. But Elise into Tate. McLean. Powell. Powell's great crossfield pass to Peters. Oh, intercepted, not quite from Fearon. Howard. Good tackle from Tarmy, tracking back. Knight. Up towards Thorpe. Can't win the header. Adams down to Fearon. Fearon. Oh, he's just been caught on it a little bit too much. As Howard goes long. Good header from Knight. Tarmy into Adams. Tarmy again. He's definitely dropping deeper. He tried to put that ball through the defence. Didn't quite work, but Thorpe's going to get onto this one. Thorpe scores! It's 1-0! Cameron Thorpe, honestly, his redemption arc has been superb. He puts us 1-0 up. Cameron Thorpe, Elise... Sort of, they abandoned a bit of the tiki-taka. Tarmy with his height coming in, his height and his experience wins the header, and Thorpe just sort of lifts it over the keeper into the side netting, and it is 1-0. I don't want to change very much right now because I think since we've gone to positive, we're actually stepping up slightly higher and not letting them play as much, which is absolutely awesome. Tavernier with a corner. Knight wins the header, but it falls to Okin. Peters, ball in. Knight heads it away again. Fearon flicks it on, and Tarmy picks it up. Tarmy comes forward down the left-hand side. Back to Mills. Mills over the top looking for Tarmy. Can't quite get there. Howard into Lissa. Up to Oculin Peters again. There's Wells Morrison. McLean. Tavernier. Lissa. And Shrewsbury keeping the ball really well, and they do ping those passes wide. Powell is right-footed. We're trying to force him onto his left, and Powell's got into space. Great save by Lloyd. We did not track him at all. I'm just wondering, do we say to our fullbacks, who's on that side? It'll be Mills, isn't it? Marking Powell. Is that right? Their left back, their left side will be on our right side. So now it'll be Jordan. So let's just quickly say player instructions, mark tighter. I'm going to say let's mark their left winger. Just in case they move Powell around, but I really don't want him getting on the ball easily or too easily or spinning in behind. But Tavernier with another free kick swings it in. Tate with a header. It goes past the post. It's still 1-0. That's not what I wanted to press. Shouts. I wanted to give praise, but not while there's a highlight. Lloyd, boy forward, headed. Adams picks it up. He's trying to pick out Rocket in that space, but couldn't quite get there. Jordan with a good tackle on Powell. That's what we want to see. Priestnall, Adams, Salt out to Jordan. There's an overlap there. Rocket's going to get on it. There's no one really in the box at the moment. Goes back to Salt. Good tackle. And Shrewsbury going to look to launch a counter-attack. Tavernier comes forward with it. Down to McLean. McLean's got a man in the middle. Great block from Priestnall. And Lloyd will hold onto it. And now we'll get a chance to just give them some praise as we spray a ball out to the right-hand side. Rocket, first time cross, looking for Thorpe. Didn't quite make it work. Lissa. Ball in. Thorpe's there. Oh, my word. He nearly gifted us a goal. He's headed it into the post. Oh, my word. Right, 1-0 up at half-time. We've had the better chances. They've had more shots. I'm going to say we're doing well. Keep it up. I'm just going to make a little change here. Inside forward, like we spoke about, inside forward on support. I want to get someone a bit higher up with Thorpe up there. Tim Rocket not having an amazing game. We could bring on Harris, but I don't want to change personnel just yet. Let's drop... Do I drop back to balance? No, not yet. We're doing okay. No need to tweak with it too much. We are 1-0 up. We've had 3 shots on target to their 1. So hopefully we can keep this going into the second leg. Although it looks like Shrewsbury have started the second half slightly better than us. Okay, they've just moved a load of people around. So Powell has now gone up front, which is fine. But he's going to be trying running in behind. Is he really quick? Agility's really good. I mean, look at that. Look at those physicals. It's annoying, isn't it? Pace, acceleration. So he could, and he's 6'2", which is a little bit annoying. Tall players do give you an advantage in Football Manager. That's why I'm always looking out for height. Right, Rocket off. We'll bring Harris on for something a little bit different up there. We're still trying to take care of their left back, right? I think what we'll do is now say, don't mark that specific position, but if someone comes into your zone, both fullbacks try and make it. I don't know whether to change one of these to cover, just to try and cover off that pace. I mean, we don't have too much pace with Priestnall. Don't have much pace there. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go centre-back on cover. We're not pushing up the line too high, so I just really want to cover off the pace of Powell as it's a free kick. Tavernier swings it in. Back post, free header. Lloyd can easily claim the ball in the air, though. And Lloyd goes forward with it. Elise with an easy header. Here is Morrison out to Auckland Peters. There's 2 men in the middle. We're not marking them up. Priestnall tried to cover and the shot is blocked. Tarmy looks, can we launch a counter? Tarmy with a good little run. And he's put the ball through to Harris, the substitute. Harris holds it up. Back to Jordan. Jordan into Adams. Adams into Harris. Oh, it was a loose first touch. And now we could be left a little bit short at the back as Auckland Peters comes forward. They've moved this around. It's 1-1. It's a great counter-attack from them, to be fair. Yeah, they. I think they went more attacking. You can see they sort of left a 3-on-3 at the back. That's probably my own fault for asking us to be too attacking. But I think if we just go to a wing back on support now, might be too little too late. That the change may have swung momentum in their favour. But we just need to try and see if we can get something in. Powell again now drops back to left. They're consistently moving their players around, which is a little bit irritating. 65 minutes gone. No one's ultimately knackered, although Lewis Salt was meant to only play 45 minutes, which could be a concern. But Jordan off, Joe Moore on, fresh legs against Powell now on this side. Danny Adams not having a good game in centre mid. Let's bring on Hanif Bertrand in there. That'll do for now. 3 subs. We've got 2 left if we need them. It's 1-1, which isn't a bad result away from home at the moment. I'm really not too concerned with that. Let's give the boys some encouragement. Yeah, they've really gone. They've gone much more attacking. Auckland Peters, Elise off the underside of the bar and Thorpe clears out wide, headed away. Black's there. Tarmy wins it, and Ferron is there. It didn't cross the line. And Football Manager, your goal line technology is one of the worst things you have implemented in this game. We're going to go to cautious. I don't like what we're doing at the moment. I think we're being very, very risky here. Harris has come on not playing well. Let's put you on a winger on attack. Get a bit more support up there. Lewis Salt not playing brilliantly either. We could go to this sort of system and put it on cautious. And go. Do we want to get... No, 1-1's a good result. 1-1 is a good result. That's what I've got to remember. I'm just a bit worried. Lewis Salt was only meant to play 45 minutes, is on a 6.4, not playing brilliantly. We don't have a sort of like a natural person to come on for him. We'll bring on Georgios and put Bertrand back here. And get Bertrand to play as a half-back. In fact, you want to be a deep line playmaker, don't you? But we've got Georgios back there as a deep line playmaker. Do I want 2 playmakers? I don't think I do. A half-back will drop in. If the wingers push up, a half-back will drop in and should give us numbers back there. So, yeah, look how much Shrewsbury have turned it on in the second half. 10 minutes to go. We are now not creating anything at all. Let's get the ball forward a bit more quicker. Don't necessarily look to play it into space. Let's get our wing-backs to hit those early crosses. just get the ball basically forward and look to see what we can do. 89th minute, Lloyd goes forward with it up towards Ferrer, knocks it down to Bertrand, out towards Harris. Harris now holding the width. It is an early cross. It's not very good though. Hewitson to Arthur. Oh, that's a poor pass. Harris has poached on it. It will fail to fear and Harris shoots. Oh, that's dreadful. That is dreadful from Harris. Oh, we had a chance at the end. It is 1-1 after the first leg, which isn't too bad, to be honest. It's not too bad. I think we're going to have to say, yeah, satisfying result. Get them back to our place. Go a little bit more attacking. We'll start much more attacking, I think. And we'll go from there. How much of a challenge was it to face such intense pressure and still remain composed enough to stick to your principles? We deserve something for the match. Our tactical focus and organisation was excellent. Thank you. But yeah, 1-1 into the second leg we go. And the second leg will be our 600th game in management, which is pretty awesome, to be fair. Yeah, huge match at Nethermore. We've got an opposition report, so I'll go in and look at all of that. But I think we are going to go for our more attacking system in this game. But yes, in 2 games' time, we've got a bit of match preparation beforehand. We gave the guys lots of rest in between the last game and this one, so let's see how it goes. Bielefield's seeding system is influential. Excellent, thank you. Right, the second leg then of the semi-final. Blackpool 3-2 up from their first leg against Preston. It's going to be an interesting one. It sort of depends on what system they're going to play. If they're going to play a 4-4-2 like they did in the last game, I think the 4-2-3-1 suits that better. If they're going to play a 4-3-3 DM wide, I want to go more attacking to see what we can do. But I don't know. I honestly don't know what to do here. Maybe we go a 4-2-3-1 in a more attacking system to start with and go from there. I think so. Okay, so we're going for a more attacking 4-2-3-1, but a few changes coming in as well. So Dominic Johnson comes in as centre-back. Les Knight has to go over to left-back because Dave Mills he picked up a little bit of an injury, actually, in that last game. Adams and Bertrand in the middle. We're going to ask Adams to be the deeper, Bertrand to be the playmaker. Georgios in behind Thorpe. Curran gets a start on the left-hand side because Tarmi's knackered and can only be good enough for the bench. Harris comes in to start on the right-hand side. The bench of Fearon, Fearon, McFadden, Rocket, Tarmi, Salt and Joe Moore. It does give us options in there. So here we go. 1-1 after the first leg. Let's get into this one. We're not going to work the ball into the box. Absolutely no way. What are they lining up as? They're lining up in the 4-3-3. Interesting. We're going to roll the dice. We're going to roll the dice and go with this. We're going to put Thorpe. We're going to put Curran as the advance forward. He's got the pace. He's not necessarily finishing in composure 10 at this level isn't too bad, but we will start like this. We'll get those the other way around again as well, and we're going to see if it works against this 4-3-3 that they've picked. So we've got a team that actually allows us, we can still make changes as well. We could start Fearon. Do I want to start Curran up front? If only Allpress was fit. What's his injury? 3 days. He's scheduled to complete rehabilitation and return to training in 3 days. A calf strain. We can't really put him in, can we? He's just so good in front of goal. He's going to be back for the final if we get there. Maybe he sits on the bench. Maybe we start McFadden. Let's start McFadden. We will take, right back, centre back, all across the wingers. Jimmy Curran misses out, I think. Jimmy Curran, who's gone from starting position to now missing out in the squad altogether. But Allpress has to come in. I think he's just so crucial to this team. Right, that's it. I'm not tinkering anymore. Here we go. It is the semi-final. We're going attacking. We're going with a shape that we know has performed well against the 4-3-3 before. Let's see how we get on. Right. The pundits might not believe in us today. The fans do. Go and make them proud. We're at home. So I don't really give a shit about the pundits, to be honest. I give a damn about what the fans do and how they think about us. You need a win here to keep your promotion bid alive. I'm very confident. The lads have been superb. Shrewsbury are unbeaten in 3 matches. Look, we don't pay attention to that sort of noise. Your team ranks considerably low in the EFL League 2 possession table. We know what we do well and what we're up against. I think we have a good chance. We're prepared. We're trained. We know what we're doing. There is our 4-2-2-2 system, which is a bit lopsided. And yeah, let's have a look at what Shrewsbury are doing. I do think there's going to be some movement of players this summer. I think we're going to get quite a big... Even if we don't go up, I think the club's going to get such a big boost that the players are going to get a natural boost from it as well. And yeah, I sort of think that Football Manager then feeds into who else wants to buy your players once they've had a good season and a good setup, good save from Lloyd there. We could drop it down to... Let's drop it down to positive, just because Shrewsbury are a bit of a ball-hogging team. But Hewitson has it coming forward. Obviously, the last time we used this system was Blackpool, and it really didn't go very well. But we have forced them there into a long ball, which was pretty rubbish. Harris cuts in field. Priestnall looking for Thorpe. Can't win the header. Black picks it up. Out to McLean. McLean looks to turn. We haven't done any individual players yet. That's a good little 1-2 to release McLean. Jordan he got the ball, ref. He clearly got the ball. That is not a penalty. That is never a penalty. Tavernier has missed. He hit the post. Wow. Okay, we've had a bit of a let-off there. Priestnall with a header is picked up by Murray Head in midfield. McLean back to Lissa. Goes up towards the forwards, but Johnson intercepts, but he's given that one away. McLean comes forward again. Ball across. Sutton this time does make it. And I don't think this shape just looks like it's not performing as I want it to. 2-1 down on aggregate. They missed the penalty. Yeah, we're not creating anything. Although saying that, we've got a throw in. Knight into Harris. Oh, he's been robbed. And now here comes Shrewsbury on the counter-attack. Sutton comes forward with it. He's got a long way. He's not got too much support in the middle. Auckland Peters into Murrayhead. Howard. Black. Back to Murrayhead again. McLean. He's already got one assist. And there's Murrayhead into Tavernier. Priestnall clears. And it is... Well, it was a 2-on-2 if we had made that opportunity count. We can't quite nick the ball, though. Jordan flicks it away. McLean again. McLean turns, looks to get into space. Taverniers, it's 2-0. We're changing the system. It's a mistake. It's been a mistake. Get back into this system. Let's put Thorpe out on the wing because he can play there. Let's switch you two over. It's just sometimes you get things wrong. I thought coming up against the 4-3-3, we knew this system was unbeaten in 4 against the 4-3-3. Maybe the Blackpool game was the one that was crucial. Come on. We're better than this. We're so much better than this. They've come out absolutely firing Shrewsbury. And at the moment, we've had no response to it. As Howard is on the ball, back to Tate. Murrayhead. Tavernier. Into Feasted. Feasted goes back towards the defence. But McLean's in space again. And it's 3-0. Absolute capitulation here. We are really falling apart right now. The thing is, I don't really know what we can do. What can we do to stem this flow? Right, let's just get into half-time, sort of playing as we want to. Like, oh, what have I done? Hang on. Whoa. Pause the game. What's going on here? Oh, my word. We need to... This is absolute capitulation in the semi-final playoffs. I mean, it's probably for the best, right? I don't think we're ready to go up into League 2 yet, League 1, but yeah, we are super struggling in this game right now. I mean, losing to Blackpool would have knocked the confidence out of anyone, as we did, and now it's 3-0 against our home fans are going to be so disappointed. Adams into Harris, McFadden, Bertrand trying to find Knight, who's bundled his way through. McFadden over the bar. Yeah, I'm gonna make a change here because I don't. McFadden's our third choice striker. He doesn't need to be on the pitch. Tarmy, get back on. We know what you can do with your experience. So Tarmy comes on. Knight, Georgios, back to Johnson into Adams. Jordanson puts it in. It's really bad. I mean, that's a centre back crossing at lower league though. So yeah, that's always going to happen. Right, it's flicked on. McLean's going to get there. He's been a danger man. Don't think he even played in the first leg. Jordan with a good tackle this time. He's already given away one penalty, so that was good bravery to get in. But then he's lost the ball. Pass the ball. Auckland Peters, who we praised after the last game. Wow, we've put that onto our own post. Bloody hell. This is all Shrewsbury. This is embarrassing what is happening in this game right now. 10 minutes to go. Might just be the fact that we've just run out of steam. And this time he puts in Priestnall with a header past the post. Let's get some more set pieces. We're good at them. But 5 minutes to go in this first half. We are creating more as the half comes to an end. But you would imagine Shrewsbury are probably out of sight. I mean, if they can score 3 in a game, in a half, we can score 3.5. But we really need something to be better. We really need something to change here. Let's just go corners. Load all routines because it won't be my routines that are in there at the moment. Let's just check that attacking. Yeah, okay. So, Harris not having a good game. Let's get our little pocket rocket on for him. 6. Dominic Johnson, 6.1. Will Jones is going to come on, the youngster. Start the second half. I mean, I've got to shout more at the moment. Jordan into Rocket. Back to Bertrand. Into Adams. Again, couldn't find that ball through. Shrewsbury defending really, really well. Just cutting us off whenever we try and change things up. We've tried long balls. We've tried short balls. Jones wins his first header of the game, which is good. Adams puts it out to Rocket. Rocket over the top into Thorpe. He's got the pace. Thorpe round the keeper. It's trickled in the net. 3-1. That's what we needed from the start of this half. 1 minute into the second half, or 2 minutes into the second half, and Rocket picks out the pass to Thorpe. I thought he may have just got this wrong, but showed really good composure actually to bring the keeper out and go around him. Right, 3-1. 3-1 now. We have a chance to find a way back into this game. I'm sort of thinking we just need to get bodies forward, right? So we're going to go Fearing on for Georgios. He is a very good shadow striker, so he's going to come on. And we're going to go Bertrand for Salt and get Salt in here as an anchor man. Right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's all of our subs. I mean, Lloyd on a 6.2. That is not when you need your goalkeeper to have one of his worst games of the season in the playoff semi-final, leg 2. Right, let's go attacking. We need goals, right? We need goals, so we're going to go attacking. We're going to shove Adams and Salt up here. Salt is just recovering from his injury, but central midfielder on defend, deep line playmaker on support. Still try and keep that ball going through Adams, but I mean, we've come back into it a lot. We're just not... Yeah, look at this XG we're creating in the second half. I'm sure Shrewsbury have eased off the pedal a little bit, but we've come back into it. Fearon, ball in, Rocket at the back post. He's a midget. He's not going to win it. Jordan dinks it across. Thorpe. Oh, just someone just gamble on that and attack the back post. Ocklin Peters looking to counter-attack here. Shrewsbury. Sutton turns his man. Sutton, he's fired it past Lloyd. Priestnall and Lloyd have been shocking today. They've been absolutely dreadful. 4-1. We've deserved more out of this second half, but it's going to be another season in League 2 for us. Sutton easily past Priestnall. Just fires it Lloyd at your near post. So disappointing. As Rocket tries to get into some space. Looks back to Jordan but intercepted. Tavernier keeps the ball and Shrewsbury... I think they just eased off, didn't they? Fearon puts the ball through. Tarmy shoots 4-2. There's 8 minutes to go. Come on. 8 minutes to go. I mean, we've got to go very attacking, haven't we? With 8 minutes to go. There's not much else we can do. Fearon gets an assist into Tarmy. A lovely left-footed finish from him. Again, just sort of through the goalkeeper. 5-3 on aggregate. This one now. But, yeah, there's not... Shrewsbury have outclassed us. I think we got a good result in the first leg. We've struggled to really take control at all in any of these ties. And you can't argue with it. Shrewsbury deserve to go through, even though we ended up having more shots and the same amount on target. They did miss a penalty as well. A hat-trick for Lee Sutton, who has finishing 10-14. Again, he looks pretty average, doesn't he? Pretty average. Where's he come from? Luton Town. They paid £96,000 for him, which is why I think we might get some money for our players going into next season. He's only scored 8 goals and he's got 3 more today. Well, there you go. We're not going up to League 1. Maybe next season. I'm not too sure. Am I proud? Yeah, go on then. I'm proud of the season overall. I'm not really proud of that game. What happened out there today? Look, I want to say well done to Shrewsbury without a hint of bitterness. Naturally, I don't like losing. There are things we can take from this performance we did out there. We'll be phoned most of the time playing like that. If we deserve to go through, we would have won the tie. It's as simple as that. There we go. I think that's the best thing to say. But Shrewsbury go through. I mean, we had a pretty good end to the league season, and then that game against Blackpool sort of destroyed our confidence. Blackpool exact revenge over Blackpool. That is an error, Football Manager. But it's going to be Blackpool v Shrewsbury in the final of the playoffs. But we're going to leave that there. I think it's going to be a slightly longer episode with 2 games in it. But disappointing. We're going to go and have a big review of our squad and go through it. So as you can see, we've got a number of people out on loan that I don't think are going to make it. We're going to look whose contracts are expiring, who we don't want to renew, who can we potentially look if we get decent bids for, who can we sell, and see where we go from there. But yeah, disappointing end to the season. Yeah, Harry Jordan, look at that. Last 5 games, 6.3. He's had a good season with a 6.85, but those last 5 games have really let him down in there. I probably should have paid a little bit more attention to that to realise he was on bad form, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think we need to trim the squad because of the finances as well, so not everyone's favourites will be here. We have made profit for this month, which is good. Hopefully we'll get some decent prize money. We'll come back and hopefully this balance won't be looking as bad. We do have money in the transfer budget, but where we sold Tony Hogan, so let's just whack all that into the wages for now and go from there. But thank you so much for watching. We couldn't do back-to-back promotions, but we are going to have another season in League 2 and see if we can attack those playoff positions and maybe the automatic promotion places again. Who knows? Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.